Hey guys! Let's see if I can pop them up in here. Yeah. Happy Friday Eve, everybody. Welcome to the show. Another great audience, right?
Yes.
We hit the jackpot this week.
We've had some great audiences. Thank you guys so much.
Yes.
And you know, our next season's coming up before you know it.
I know, season 8 right around the corner. But today, you're in for a good one because you've already had a chance to hang out with the smack talker himself, LeVar Ball.
Yes, you know, I love the guy. Like, okay, when you see him on shows, you see him, he says he could beat Michael Jordan, by the way, one-on-one. All right, we'll discuss that when he gets out here. But he gets it. Like, he knows how to do good TV. You gotta stay tuned.
He's entertaining.
For LeVar Ball. And since he thinks he can beat Jordan one-on-one, I'm gonna challenge him to a little Papa shot. One-on-one, LeVar Ball, it's coming up on this show.
Does he know that he's going down?
Yes, he knows. I think he's a
you
little
already
scared.
told him? Oh,
Yeah.
he's a little scared.
Yeah.
Okay, he's in the green room watching this. We're going to get a chance to ask him in just a bit. But make sure you tune in next week as well because we have a great celebrity guest co-host live in studio, the Choose Carla Hall.
Yeah.
Yes,
Fun.
she is always fun. I hate I'm going to miss her this time around, but she will be here right in this seat. So for tickets, go to windycitylive.com/tickets. All right, let's get into Host Chat and bring in TV personality and tech entrepreneur Louise Monger, and from Mad Dog Sports and NBA Radio, Jason Goff. Hi, Jason.
I can give you a hug.
I know.
Louise has been a friend of mine for a long time. I've been wanting to get her on the
Introduce
show.
her to us.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, well, obviously the accent. I call her the female Austin Powers.
Yeah, I don't know if I should take that as a compliment, but I mean, hopefully I look a tiny bit better than him.
Yeah, no, you look a lot better than him. Where are you from? What are you doing in Chicago?
You know, I just got lost. But no, I've lived here for 7.5 years. And I've been with my husband pretty much all that time, but he wasn't my husband. I didn't want to get married.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't want to get married. Things change, people change.
Right. Well, how did you end up doing it within that 7.5 years? The marriage part.
The what? The marriage part?
Yeah, not the other part.
Oh, I did it. Well, it was only after about being together 5 years. And then we were like, oh, okay, fine. And then he got me a good, nice ring, so I was all in.
Yeah. and she's from New Jersey, as you can tell. Yes.
North London, yeah.
Yeah, and you just flew in last night.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I do live here, but I
Right.
did fly in last night because I was there visiting my friends and family in London.
Nice. Well, welcome to the show. We're glad you're
Yes.
finally here. And of course,
And
Jason,
welcome back.
That's right.
All right, we got some good stuff to talk about today. Ryan's going to tell us what's trending.
Oh, yeah. Trending on Twitter, Lakeshore Drive, the city bracing for that anti-violence protest. It starts right at rush hour. Marchers taking their message from the drive all the way to Wrigley. And remember, the Cubs are playing today.
Right.
So it's causing a lot of controversy.
And here's the thing about it. Will people remember the protest, the actual cause of the protest? Or are they going to remember the mess it makes on Lakeshore Drive? That's the thing, like, I get, because we've had the protest organizer here on the show, and he says he does want to disrupt normalcy. He wants
Right.
to bring attention to the things that are happening and the social injustices on the South and West Side. So he figures what better way to get everybody's attention is right when it is going to cause problems and make people uncomfortable. So it's kind of like, I get what he's saying, but then when it's all said and done, what will people think?
You hope that the people that you're disrupting will cause conversation in the homes outside of the protests. That's what all this is about. People talking about things that don't affect them on an everyday basis.
Right.
And if the traffic affects you, I'm fine with traffic affecting me if it's going to better something. I want all these people as well to make sure that they get registered to vote, make sure that they understand who they are voting for. That, like the next part of this,
Right.
there's levels, there's tiers to this. I'm all for protesting, but you also have to have action as well. So executing the actions without having a plan, it kind of becomes haphazard. But I hope that everybody understands that there are some issues in this city that need to be addressed.
Right.
And if your 2 hours or hour and a half gets messed up, just think of what these people are living through.
Well, it got messed up on the Dan Ryan about a month or so ago when people sat in traffic for a long time that Saturday morning. It was like, I saw Instagram videos of people actually getting out of their car, like it was a parking lot, and actually like talking to their neighbors in other cars sitting right by them because they couldn't go anywhere. And that was when Father Flagler shut down the Dan Ryan with this protest.
Yeah, and I think you've got to remember that at the end of the day, about what they're protesting about. Everyone wants a safer city, you know, all of these things. However, you know, you want sympathy without having the animosity. And however, there is strength in numbers, and you know, if it causes that much uproar, then people are going to be talking about it.
Yeah.
I just hope that everybody is safe, because, you know, the other one we had, the city was on board, the mayor was on board, Father Flegger. You know, this one is not getting that same type of support, and I just want people to be safe and not cause more harm than good at the end for people involved that are trying to.
There's never really been change without some kind of nuisance, though.
Yeah.
When we think about it, I mean,
Dr. King.
Older people that sat through the 70s and 80s and watched these kind of things evolve. Like, I think this generation hasn't been used to it for so long that people are actually becoming not just activists, but executing those plans, like I said. So, you know, it's a lot more than having a slogan on a T-shirt or donating to a charity and not putting your best foot forward. There's a lot of programs out here like Chances Social Works or Build Chicago, I Grow Chicago, a lot of things that people get involved with. If you don't want to be a part of the actual protest, there are other ways that you can help these communities as well.
Right, right. All right. So we wish them luck, and hopefully it is, like you said, peaceful and safe, and something comes out of it. Okay, let me ask you guys this. Do you have trouble remembering names? You do. Can you read?
What's my name? What's my name?
You're Ryan.
So let me, I got to bring up the glasses for this. This is an article in Time, and basically, according to the director of Memory and Plasticity program at the University of California, Davis, she says there's a very simple explanation. You're just not that interested in people, and that's why you can't remember names. Now, let me break it down a little bit more, though. She says a common name may be forgettable because it doesn't strike you as interesting because you know a lot of people with that name. On the other hand, a rare name may be easy to recognize but harder to recall, and common or not, the bottom line is our brain is fighting for space to remember everybody's name.
Right. Lisa, what do you think?
Yeah, I knew you were going to do that. You comedy genius, you.
I think it's so hard because when you're meeting somebody, like you shake their hand and you're focused on everything else, and you don't really hear what they say a lot of times,
well, Ryan's generally more focused on other things when he meets.
Eye contact.
Yeah, okay.
Nice.
Sure,
Somebody else could throw the bus over him.
Congratulations on the engagement, by the way.
I used to be really bad. I used to be really bad at remembering names because you're right. I mean, frankly, I was doing it out of pure courtesy, being polite, you know, and then 2 seconds later I'd be like, oh my gosh, what on earth? And then what do you do, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to ask again.
You know what? You have to, and I've been in that situation before where you just have to say, I'm so sorry. Please tell me your name again. Now, there are ways.
You have to have your partner with you. That's why I say, like, if you have a friend or a lady friend that's with you, and you're like, hey, Val, this is such and such, and that immediately they connect.
Right.
And she looks at him, he looks at her, and those names get exchanged. You're like, bang, I got it now.
Right.
And let's face it, this is a really classy way of saying we don't rock with certain people. Like if I don't have you in here, but I got some song from 15 years ago that I haven't heard in a while, that means
I never thought about it like that.
No, here's the worst though. It's one thing to just forget somebody's name right away because it's no big deal to ask them again. It's the other person, like some people that you work with maybe, and that you've been working with them or seeing them for like 10 years.
That's happened to me.
Yeah, and it's just like way too long to ask them their name.
Apologizing for big timing people right now. That's what he's doing right now.
Well,
you're like, hey, buddy.
Hey, dude. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Well, she says there are ways to do it. Like you have to associate them with something. So like if you meet John and you guys are on the jogging path, you'll remember him as John the Jogger. So like kind of categorize them and give them names. Or another way you could do it is actually to test yourself. So when you meet somebody for the first time and you say their name, not out loud, but just keep saying their name to yourself. You do that, and then your brain will store it in like your memory bank, and it'll be closer to coming up when you see them again or when you have to call their name. We're gonna try it out.
Yeah, let's put this to the test.
So we are gonna give, our first row of our audience, we want you all to tell us your name. We're gonna do a few other stories, and we're gonna come back at the end of Host Chat and see if we can remember your name.
All of them?
Yes.
Not all of them, just this row here. No, Louise, we're not that brave.
All right, here we go.
Gail.
Jane.
Gail Jane.
Flora.
Gail Jane Flora.
Gail.
Oh, another Gail.
Oh, no way. Gail Jane
Denise.
Flora. Gail.
Denise.
Gail.
Deborah.
Deborah.
Grace.
Grace.
Geraldine.
Oh, this is going to be hard.
Do we have to remember that the names actually match you, or just the names in general?
I think I can do it right now, but I don't think I can do it in a couple
Do it
minutes.
right now. Let's see if you can do it right now, because I've already forgotten.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hold on. You got.
I
you
know,
got-
and I'm trying to memorize.
You've got Gail.
Yeah.
Huh?
And then wait, hold on. Then you got the
Jane.
other. Oh yeah, you want to
No,
go?
you've got to go in order.
Okay,
No,
fine. Gail, Jane, Flora.
Another Gail.
Gail.
Denise.
Hold on. Denise.
Denise.
Deborah.
Deborah. Geraldine.
No. Geraldine's
No,
a
Geraldine's
D.
a
Hold on.
Geraldine's
It's
a
another
DM.
G name.
Jerry.
It's another G name.
Mama Smith.
And then Geraldine is at the end.
Geraldine's at the end.
It's
Grace.
We knew that.
And we need some grace.
We knew that.
Right now. Please
Forgive
forgive
us.
us.
All right, we'll try again in a couple of minutes.
We're not going to do that.
I'm
We're
not
not
doing that
doing
again.
well.
No, we did okay.
Okay, can we just do one more run through?
All right.
Okay, go on.
Oh, no, the EP
All right,
says
we'll
no.
wait.
EP says no.
When's the last time you had to remember 8 people's names, though?
In a row.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe we should have done half
When
of
you were
the
doing
row.
that speed dating thing you were
Well,
doing.
No. Congratulations on your engagement.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Denise.
I got Grace and Geraldine now, and Deborah.
Grace and Deborah. I've got them too, but just
You
they're
do?
not in the same order. Yeah.
And Denise. Oh, I think I got it.
I think I got
it because now I'm memorizing. Now I tell you this, I do memorize faces.
Yeah, no, you're good at that. Like, we'll have somebody who hasn't been in the show in months.
In
They've
the
only been
audience.
here one time, and she'll go, "You've been at the show before."
Yeah, I
And they
look
usually
at
have.
if I look at your face, I think I'm looking at your face. I'm memorizing you now. I'm all in your face. Okay, so let's talk about this. My girl Rihanna. I already liked Rihanna, but now I'm even more in love with Rihanna because I think a lot of women are, because she's like, listen, guess what? I'm thick now. It's okay. You can she is right. And yeah, in my community, that's a good thing.
Did we mention Grace?
No, it is. You're Grace.
Get back to Flora.
Exactly. But basically, the beauty mogul opened up about, gaining weight, being thick now. She says, I don't know. She's going to get in the gym and she's going to lose a bit of weight. But this is her favorite thing. She says, but it comes with a price. If you want to have a butt, then you got to have a gut. I love that line. Because you cannot have one without the other.
There's a
There you
reason
go.
it rhymes.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know what I love about her is that she says she's comfortable with whatever. She said there's so many bodies. She says, I know when I have a fat day. I know when I'm losing weight, but I'm comfortable in all my bodies. And right now she's rocking that thick body, which is giving us life.
Well, she did the award show. Remember, she performed in the award show, and then there was Twitter was blowing up about her weight, good and bad. But there was a lot of bad, and of course, because it's Twitter,
Right.
and there's not much good that comes out of social media anymore. But and it's good that she's just embracing her.
She is.
If you're comfortable with yourself, that's what counts.
Confidence
right?
is the sexiest thing you can
Absolutely.
have. And especially in this day and age, there's a lot of body shaming.
Yeah.
And women are more image conscious than ever.
Oh, well, obviously, social media.
And for social media reasons. But if your imperfections make you perfect. So if you have something
Ooh, go Jason. If imperfections make you perfect.
We all can get on with Jason, it
No,
seems.
if there's something that you may not like about yourself, then hopefully your partner is reassuring you that they're with you.
That's right.
Okay.
And even if you don't have a partner, I mean, you smile. And there's something out there that's attractive to everybody, and I'm so
That's
glad
right.
that women who aren't rail thin, and no body shaming to them, but
Right.
women who aren't rail thin, it doesn't have to be this one way of categorizing beauty these days. It's,
Why is that so hard?
What's your marital status?
He's married.
engaged.
You're
engaged.
engaged. You're engaged.
Yeah.
I was
He's
going to
off
say,
the
if
market.
you weren't, you'd be doing well after that speech.
I love you, baby.
Yeah. But you know what? I agree with what you're saying, but as a woman who goes up and down and yo-yos, that's hard.
I know
It's hard because, there are times, Ryan can attest to this all the time because he deals with all my personalities.
Yeah, I got my hands full.
Yeah, he does. But when I'm up, I'm really, really hard on myself. And then sometimes I'm like, no, it's okay if I'm thick right now. Then I'm like, no, I don't want to be thick right now.
And you don't really
Yes, I do.
know.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
It's like my head's on a swivel. He doesn't know who's going to get it.
Let me tell you something, Val.
I become brother, therapist, and Tony Robbins.
I think I can speak for most of the men in this city. Everyone is pleased with how you look.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
so
You're doing just fine. And you
down.
Malibu Barbie today. All right, hold on. We got to try to do our names. We're running out of
Okay.
time. Let's see if we can do this.
Here we go.
We got Gail.
Yep.
Jane, Flora,
Gail, Denise.
Deborah.
That's Denise.
Denise, I said it.
Deborah.
Deborah. Grace and Geraldine.
Pretty good. Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
we are the team.
Good night. Good night.
Good night. It's a wrap now.
Yes.
Mic drop.
Oh man, that was fun, but I was a little nervous.
Oh, don't be
Excuse me, I'm falling off the chair.
Right. Okay. Big thanks to to Louise and Jason. You guys
you.
were
You guys are great.
fantastic.
Oh, it's so much more.
We'll hold you back.
We have a lot of days of this show. You can come back.
I'm coming back whether they like it or not.
All right, coming up next, Big Baller Brand CEO LeVar Ball. He is here.
I can't wait. We're going to tell you about his basketball league, how you can see it in Chicago, and I'm taking him down in a game of Pop and Shot. Look at my game's pretty strong, Jace.
Is that really? Is that cool? I mean, that looks like
That's real. That's real. All right, and then later, a big surprise for an incredible Chicagoan. We'll be right back.